Goodbye, my half-brother.
Goodbye. How's it going, everyone? Doc here with Eyes Wide Shot Gaming, and for today's video, let's go over the pros and cons of the weapon from the new cutting-edge warbond in HellDivers. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on all your news, breakdowns, and gameplay for HellDivers 2, as well as many other games. We are well on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Why not join us on our endeavor? So it has been just shy over 2 days since the release of the new jam-packed update for HellDivers 2. We've received so many new weapons, capes, armors, and more. But before we blow through our requisition points, let's take a look at which weapons we should unlock first to steer clear of the struggle bus during our hell dives. One of the first weapons we get to see and use is the LAS-16 Sickle. We can see the stats resemble our starting assault rifle, but with one major difference. It doesn't run out of ammo, so long as you don't overheat it. This light armor penetrating rifle is designed to be fired in short bursts to send a message to the enemy. That message being, stay down. That message has been brought to you by all the ammo in the world. Let's take a quick look at how well this rifle works on the battlefield and what we should focus using it against. As you saw, it makes quick work of anything that doesn't have heavy armor like the Bile Titan or the Charger. An all-around solid choice to bring with you onto the battlefield. Let's move on over to our next weapon, the SG-8P Punisher Plasma. This shotgun is the big brother with anger management issues of the other 6 shotguns. Its explosive electric damage absolutely shreds through enemies, but with a few caveats. Direct hits will one-tap anything except heavily armored targets, and this weapon's exploding plasma will deplete your life if the enemy hit is on top of you. The SG-8P Punisher Plasma is one of those run-and-gun weapons, but severely requires you to have your hand ready to pull out your secondary. Let's see how it is in action. Well, there you have it. Its explosion radius is decent, but we absolutely have to take into consideration gravity, as this weapon's shot arcs. Let's hope all those physics classes pay off. And last but certainly not least, from the primary weapons, we have the Arc 12 Blitzer. This shotgun releases a blast of high voltage electricity that arcs between all units, friend and foe alike. Our initial worry was range, but we can put those to bed because its range is fantastic with what feels like an electric slug round. With an infinite ammo capacity and the sensation of Storm from X-Men, let's look at how it works in battle. So we can see it isn't the most powerful against high armored targets, but that's alright, because it cleans house and one-taps anything that has light armor, as well as arcs to the next enemy. Arrowhead Game Studios also gave us another few gifts in the weapon department. We received a brand new secondary and a grenade as well. The LAS-7 Dagger, with once again an infinite ammo capacity as long as we don't overheat the weapon. Overall, decent damage, but nothing to call home about. This weapon feels underwhelming and seems to need some kind of buff to match the damage output of our P19 Redeemer. Let's see what we can do with this laser pistol. Well, as I've said, I'm not calling home about this weapon's damage, or anything regarding it. This is just a laser pistol that won't run out of ammo unless you overheat it, which doesn't take much to do so. As far as utility goes, we can pair it with the LAS-16 Sickle rifle to have both primary and secondary weapons that don't run out of ammo. Finally, we get to our new grenade. As I've said in my previous video, the G23 stun grenade is less of a grenade and more of a flashbang in regards to it won't do damage, but it will stop anything and everything in its tracks. From the smallest terminids to bile titans, this grenade freezes down all movement. Let's take a gander at how it works on the battlefield. Well, there we have it. If you're getting chased and need a second to reload, call a stratagem in, or just gain distance, toss one of these G23 stun grenades and you're scot-free. Arrowhead Game Studios implementing these weapons into the game just slightly a month after release is showing us developers who avidly work to improve our gaming experience, as well as reveal the love they have for their project. The new capes, armors, and helmets, as well as the booster, all look fantastic. These kinds of war bonds give us a fluttering in our stomach of hope for this game's future. Keep spreading liberty through managed democracy, and as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Until next time, so long.